Miami leading Georgia Tech 28-10. Has silenced the crowd. Georgia Tech 5 of 10 on third down. And are faced with a 3rd and 8 here. Washington chased out of the pocket and won't even come close to the first down. Sean Poole comes on to punt it away. He's not had a big day. And this is off the side of his foot.
And that might have been the reason why he thought about going for it right there.
That is a short punt. And Miami now will be up near midfield. And again, they'll be running downhill.
His leader on the sideline has done a good job of mentoring.
Pretty strong numbers right there, partner.
Yeah, and remember, last week, another big day. He had 18 completions for 286 yards last week in a big win over Maryland.
Sean Poole's 20-yard punt gives Miami great field position. And look out, Miller's got speed. He's a track guy. And if they hadn't grabbed his jersey, he was gone. A 26-yard run. And they'll take it all the way down to the 37-yard line.
Lamar Miller, redshirt freshman, Killian High School in Miami. Well, he's got great speed, and Mario Butler holding on for dear life, trying to get Miller on the ground.
60-meter guy right there. He's got 87 yards today. Look out, this is James. James is free. He's inside the 10. Mike James with a big run. Big gainer here for 29.
Well, a nice wrinkle to sliding back to the fullback spot. We've already seen him run from the I-back spot, and now he gets that quick hitter, and it's just run to Dale at stride going again.
Miami going for the knockout punch. Straight ahead goes James.
How are they even in any kind of doubt of winning their side of the ACC? It really is amazing.
Miller almost has it, stumbles down to the 2-yard line. Yeah, this is a young ball club, really talented. It continues to improve. I'd like to see him play Ohio State now. That was a loss they took early. Barry down near the goal line. Here's his shot. Barry, he's not going to get there, I don't think. Georgia Tech made the stop. Sylvester came in and
for the hardest working guys in the locker room. He's got cramps. They do expect him back.
Georgia Tech bangs the ball out, gets it across the 5, goes Anthony Allen.
They're playing wounded.
2nd down and 4. Allen again. 3rd down and 2. Georgia Tech. Pitch back. They're going to lose yardage. Peoples never had a chance. That was a misread by Washington. Had he given it to the dive man, he had the first.
Well, this is one where he thought he had space to the outside, and here is why people are licking their chops about, if you're an NFL scout, about Colin McCarthy. Colin McCarthy, middle backer spot, runs by the block and just completely destroys Peoples on the pitch route.
Benjamin standing at the 45. He's going to get a chance to return this. Now he's going to fair catch it.
Throughout the season in that football game was.
No hurry here for Miami. Now they just want to melt the clock and shorten the game. Miller goes straight ahead. Miami with 451 total yards today, averaging almost 9 yards a play.
No whistle, Tim.
They say that the ball was loose, and Georgia Tech says they've got it.
Scores. Watch Horn 60. I think it's Horn 63 is going to realize. I believe that's who it is. Let's see. No, it's
Harlan Gunn.
It's Gunn. Watch Gunn now. He sees him. Now, if Gunn doesn't make that tackle, Terrence's going to score. Now, the ball is certainly out. I mean, from that angle, I don't think you could see anything there.
First down for Washington. He's going to throw. He's got company and just throws this ball away.
Joy to watch, really. If you like defensive play, and you linebacker play in particular, he's done it a lot of ways. Tackling the quarterback, blitzing the quarterback, playing down the line of scrimmage and putting the quarterback on the ground. But he has brought bad intentions every time he's arrived. And let's not forget the play that gets called back, the fumble return for a touchdown when he scooped and ran. Talk about a big day for Colin McCarthy.
I think had that touchdown counted, he would have been the National Player of the Week. Averages 8 tackles a game. He has 15 here today. Pounder, one of the leading tacklers in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Had 6 tackles last Saturday against Maryland. Here's Allen with a big gainer out near the bunker. I know Paul Johnson would probably disagree with me, but this offense is not one that will score quickly, consistently. And again, the loss. Jones had absolutely nowhere to go. Sean Spence was there first.
The Butkus semifinalist, Sean Spence, scraping across, and look who's right behind him. Number 44, Colin McCarthy. These two linebackers have really showed up in a big way today against this multifaceted offense for Paul Johnson.
They can flat out run. This defense is really physical. Pursuit angles are great. They know how to get your attention, and when they get there, they just make you pay.
Boy, they're impressive. I don't know why both those guys aren't on the Butkus list.
And the Canes didn't do a very good job the last possession to melt the clock at all. Instead, turned it over quickly. Left side, big hole into the secondary. First down, Mike James. Second down in inches. And they get the first down. Mike James, who's having a good afternoon, pushes it across.
Person down here, they are indeed really big.
They certainly are. There's no question about it. You look at that offensive line, averages 320 pounds a man. Some think underachievers coming into this game. They haven't produced a 1,000-yard rusher since 2004, but they're really taking charge here now. Mike James again.
And this group right here, those are all offensive linemen on that side of the ball.
Second down and 9. Absolutely nothing for James that time. He may have lost it, ranked 100th in the nation. This year, only 12 sacks in 9 games. Straight ahead, James again to the 35. Miami faced with a 4th down and 8 at the 35-yard line. 4:33 to play in the ball game, and the Canes lead Georgia Tech 28-10. Morris on play action, goes to the corner, draws a flag on pass interference. The wide receiver is 6'5", 210 pounds. This was a mismatch, and he couldn't get back for the football.
And see, the ball is grossly underthrown here, and Mario Butler has a tough time relocating the football because
Wildcat formation. Now they're playing everybody. This is Cooper, and Cooper's down inside the 10 to the 6.
You take out those other 3 guys, and here they flush this guy in. Well, you got to be on a swivel now to play this team at the tailback spot.
Spencer Whipple, the new quarterback, is 6'2", 210 pounds. He's a junior. And he gives it to Cooper. Keep in mind, Cooper was the leading rusher of this team. 6, ball on the 6. They can still get a first down by the goal line. But correction, it's 1st and 2nd and goal. Patrick Hill, the ball carrier, as we come down the final. Hankerson was strong today. Terrific job by Morris. Damian Berry banged out the tough yards. Trying to push it in here.
I think the ball's out
loose again. 4th down for Miami. This is Cooper, left side. Touchdown Canes, Craig Cooper. And a senior out of Memphis gets 6 more.
Left foot in the ground and goes north and south. Just sweep left side, gets the good block on the edge, and when he decided to go north and south, he got there with some ferocity.
Hurt that knee. Bosher on for the extra point. It's good. Five touchdowns by Miami today. 5 different players have scored. This is B.J. Bostic. He's got a crease.
Florida State. So we see North Carolina next week. That'll be who we have with the North Carolina State. That's always a great game every year between those 2 teams, but a lot on the line for both teams as well.
Just a backyard brawl.
It's been an impressive effort by the guys that are on that team, the leadership, the senior leadership.
This pass is complete out to the 21. Kevin Cone.
Boy, Stephen Morris, you got to be impressed with him. How about that? Look how young that kid looks. Like he's in the 7th grade.
There's the flip outside to Smith. Flag is down on the play. Washington on the quarterback draw, steps up, has some room, has the first down. still on his feet. Washington continues to move across the 40 and up to the 45-yard line. They'll mark it at the 46 before he's finally knocked out by Jared Campbell. Gain of 28 yards.
Well, he does a good job of running behind his pads. It's not a big kid now, 6'1", 205 pounds. He's got some quickness, and he has some good top-end speed. And see how the pads drop. He runs through a lot of tackles. Really, he's been impressive today. I thought he did a nice job of playing the quarterback spot. I don't think he got enough help around him, but he certainly did some good things on his own. He's well over 120 yards rushing now.
Here he is again, stumbles coming out of the center and overthrows the intended receiver. NC State plays Wake today, and the Wolfpack heavily favored in that game. Meanwhile, Maryland plays down in Charlottesville, and that's a dangerous game for Maryland. Maryland historically has not played well in Charlottesville.
Well, and how about how Mike London has the Cavaliers playing? They beat this Miami team after what we've watched today. How about that effort by Mike London's crew to beat this Miami team on their field a couple weeks ago?
Unbelievable. I had to watch the tape to believe it. I mean, this is probably the most talented team individual players in the ACC, Miami.
Yeah, and that's what we get whenever we talk to coaches. They say, hey, have you seen that crew down in South Florida?
Hal Gross says if you grade a team on how they look and how they dress, there's no contest. It's all Miami.
And we talked about two young quarterbacks that were going to play today, and we've talked about Stephen Morris, and he's been outstanding. But Tevin Washington, I think, really has answered the call. He's over 100 yards throwing the football. Remember, they just mixed the pass game in to try to help facilitate the run. You see a nice job there throwing the football, and he's over 130 yards on the ground today.
Here's the toss back to Smith. Smith's got room. Down inside the 30, still on his feet, inside the 20 to the 15. No quick.
From the Tech perspective, was a monster play in the game. Going into the end zone, didn't get on the football, but Oren Smith is another young player that's going to be here for a couple of years.
Georgia Tech does a clock play to stop it at 47 seconds. Knowing they can't win the game now, but they still want to gain some pride, get another score on the board.
Oren Smith came into today, right there, number 17, came in averaging 11.6 yards a carry.
Randy Shannon has emptied his bench, has everybody playing. Washington throws. You're exactly right. Should have made the catch. 3rd down and 10 now. 41 seconds remain. Clock not a factor. Washington just trying to get on the board. Throws underneath. Incomplete again. That one intended for Tyler.
Turned the body just a little bit, and that's what the official saw. Yeah, this is a tough red zone defense now.
Pitch outside, looking for the end zone. Can't turn the corner. Down at the 5. Looking for himself. Can't get there. Ball's loose. Still alive. And Georgia Tech gets it back.
It looked like Miami came out with the football. Well, good scramble by Tevin Washington here, but at the back end, he doesn't take care of the football. And Miami, who's forever stripping, ripped it out of there. Looked like,
we'll see this again. It looked like Georgia Tech came up with it, and Miami came out of the pile with it.
Yeah.
And so Miami steals it away and has the turnover, and they take possession again with
Stephen Morris, the big win last week on the late touchdown throw to Hankerson over Maryland, and then to come on the road and beat Georgia Tech.
Look out. And that'll stop the clock with 7 seconds left. Storm Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, Randy Shannon was looking for some consistency out of his football team. And short of a couple fumbles here and there, and I think he got a nice, consistent performance
today. And there was touchdowns of 88, 88, 79, and 86 yards. And finally, we got the three-yard score by Cooper late. Long touchdown runs. So that's the ball game here at Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta. Miami gets its 7th win of the year. They go to 7-3, 5-2 in the conference. 35-10 is the final. Let's go downstairs to Mike. 230 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 rushing, 16 yards. Spectacular day by Stephen Morris. More after this.